It's here, bro. What's going on? What's happening in the space? It could be actually a good thing, man. Yeah, I'll be the one to take the lick, nigga. I don't mind doing that, man. But what's going on in the space is this. You have people not having a conversation. Have at it, man. Have a conversation. Use me as an example to speak about things that you're supposed to be talking about as black people instead of arguing and beefing about other shit and you know, frivolous bullshit, right? You're now talking about the issues, man. And this is what I was mentioning back in May when I was talking my shit about, you know, what we cover up, the things that we engage ourselves into, the things that we have knowledge about in the black community, right? The 60-year-old, 70-year-old secret that don't nobody really want to say shit about until you find out that it's happening. Now, all of a sudden, now everybody is surprised. Everybody now, you know, attentive. Everybody now alarmist. All right, then. This is what I'm saying. You got people on the panels and shit having a conversation about what they went through as children. Maybe, I'm talking about the victims, right? You got victims letting it be known what they went through as children, right? Maybe eventually in the future, you'll have people who actually, with a perpetrator, will be able to come up here and just really speak their piece, right? And won't feel embarrassed and won't feel ashamed because what's going on with me? This is considered to be embarrassing as fuck, dog, right? But you guys don't know who I am, right? I take this shit on chin, nigga. This kind of shit here is light. When I say it's light, me being exposed, me being doxxed, me being, you know, called out, me facing people who want to come at me from all different angles, I eat that shit. I embrace that because I understand the position I put myself into as a man, alright? So there's no such thing as Rude killing himself, losing his mind. That's not how this shit works. So my skin is so thick to where I can deal with this. Now you got people on here who talk that I got thick skin, they got thick skin, but this right here will show you if you got real thick skin. Cause now I'm in a position where I don't expect for nobody to fuck with me like that, right? That's how I move, right? I don't expect for nobody to be fucking with me like that. We talking about folks who used to fuck with me, not fucking with me, disgusted by me, all that shit, right? And I embrace that because I understand how you feel, because I probably would feel the same way. Disgusted, turned the fuck off, mad as hell, nigga, like what the fuck was I ever doing? What was I ever thinking, man? I'm tripping. God damn, I expect that shit. Like I said, man, the people who doxed me, it was my time to be doxed. Everybody would get their chance. I don't feel no way about it because what I've done to people. I mean, you can tell just the way I'm carrying this shit, right? How I'm holding myself up when it comes to this. I'm not fucked up because I know the shit I was doing to people. I knew then it was gonna come and hit me in my ass too. And you know what's the coldest part about it? I've known everything that's going on in my background. So I knew that if anybody were to expose me, they're gonna expose that part too about my background, right? Guess what? I still went at people. I still did what I wanted to do. Knowing that if you were to actually find out who I am, you would find this shit out about me. So you got people who say, like, I'm talking to Chris Law on Sugar Panel earlier, and he like, nigga, you knew you had all this shit in your background, you should be shutting the fuck up. Nah, nigga, for what? Like, if I want to say something, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and say the shit. I ain't finna shut the fuck up, nigga, if I feel like I want to go at you, if I want to come for you, because I got that shit that I did back 11 years old, some shit I took on my chin, nigga, back at 11 years old. Nigga, I went through a goddamn initiation that was so fucked up that I know the majority of you people cannot go through no shit like that and still be here right now to actually say, you know what? I mean, so now what you gonna do? Now you got the information, now you know who I am, now you see what I done been through, so now what? Where are we gonna go from there? Because if you think that's gonna run me off somewhere, you sadly mistaken. You sadly fucking mistaken if you think I'm gonna be running somewhere, right? Now I understand you trying to correlate how I act compared to what I was charged with back in 1997, 1998, back in those days. I agree, right? You looking at the correlation. But the one thing you have to acknowledge is that I'm not that actual child. I'm not that person who would actually sit around and allow for shit like that to take place around me and I don't say nothing about it, let alone me taking a fall for anybody. I don't give a fuck about none of that trying to fit in shit. And you see how I move now. I don't harm children. I don't have it in me to harm no baby. I don't harm elderly people. I don't harm animals. I don't harm people at all if you ain't trying to come for me. We talking about folks who are able-bodied. If you ain't coming for me, nigga, you ain't got to ever worry about me coming on your ass, dog. Man, listen, that's why I asked in the question, bro. I asked in the question on the title. Is it about having hate for Rude or is it about being concerned for a 6-year-old? Because we can have a conversation about children. I try to have a conversation with a lot of people. A lot of folks don't like the way I talk about it. They say I'm very insensitive to what goes on, right, with children who is actually being violated. And I'm looking like, well, damn, I couldn't say shit. Because I'm like, okay, well, I know exactly what the fuck's going on with children being violated because I was one of them. You know what I mean? One of those type of children who are involved in situations where kids are being violated, getting violated, and all that kind of shit, and thinking that shit's normal. One thing I also made it clear to a lot of ladies, and even the fellas, dog, you don't have to fuck with me, bro. I don't have no hate for you. I still got love for you, right? I understand that you have to distance yourself from a person like myself until maybe later on until you get clarity, which you are getting clarity because it's very new. Like 2 or 3 days old now, right? My thing is, I understand exactly what children go through. I was an actual child going through some fucked up shit. I was sitting around while kids going through fucked up shit. Didn't say a bitch ass thing. What would Rue at 36, what would he say to his 11-year-old self, right? If I could have went into the future back in 1997 and said, look, bro, go to 35, 36, man, and then come back and tell me what the fuck to do. There's no way in life I would allow for that shit to even take place around me. I would told on everybody in that motherfucker. And if I was guilty, I would told on myself. Fuck that being down, fuck that trying to hang out with older kids. Fuck all that peer pressure shit, right? To where now you don't understand what you getting yourself into, and now you gotta be fucked up in the game and don't know how severe that is until you get old enough to understand what the hell you was doing, bro. Like, what the fuck was I, what did I agree to sign up for, man? What was this shit? Trying to be down, like, I hear niggas saying this, getting initiated in the game, you might take a gun tour, you might take a dope tour, you 11, 12 years old, right? But then a lot with those gangs, since you want to mention about the actual gang, Them gangs also use sex to initiate in a motherfucking gang. That's fucked up. We talking about kids. Young kids, man. Prepubescent children. Sex is a big factor even in that initiation. It ain't just you getting your ass jumped or stomped. You've heard about the girls who are gang members getting gang banged and shit when they young. What's up, Robert? What's up, China? What's up? Yeah, hold on for a second. I'm gonna drop the link in a minute, man. Give me a little second. Hold on, China. I got you. You heard about young men, hell, getting violated, man, to get initiated in the goddamn gang. That's fucked up, man. It's not because I'm not sensitive to children. It ain't that, right? I understand that everybody ain't been through the same things in life, right? A lot of folks ain't been through the same journey. And maybe I'm insensitive or numb to a lot of shit because I knew exactly what I was seeing when I was young. And I know how fucked up it was now, but didn't understand how fucked up it was then. My thing is when it comes to me being 36 and we go back to me being 11 years goddamn old, I'm not asking nobody to give me no fucking sympathy, right? What it is this. A few months ago we talked about so-called children and babies and shit, right? 10-year-olds in the back doing this and 9-year-olds and 8, 7. And you got fucking 11, 12, 13, 15 and all that, right? When you talk about, hell, even those kids having the capabilities to do shit that you don't think they could do. When I was talking about it, right, and I'd agree with somebody, people just lost their shit thinking that I was being, very harsh and very mean towards children who get violated sexually, right? Babies, right? So what I told Denini earlier, man, on Red shit, I'm like, so I was 11 years goddamn old, right? I understand you guys looking at me now and saying, all right, Rue is still aggressive. He still got this predatory behavior. He still come at women like this. He still, man, listen, I guess the shit like that's not for everybody, man. The way I come at certain women, it's not for everybody. But let me tell you this here, though. It's some things on here I've never said to women. You hear me being more open because I have a platform to actually speak and voice out how I feel and what I really think and what I would like to do. Respectfully, right? I wouldn't take no pussy from no woman. But you have niggas on here who've actually done violated the fuck out of women and have said some things that you ain't never heard me in life say to no woman on here. As much as times you've heard me flirt with every woman on this motherfucker, I ain't never violated like that. Now, I might can pose a threat, man. I'll give you that. Are you gonna make it seem like as I'm the only nigga in this bitch who can pose a threat like that? You can't name no other goddamn man in this space who would pose a bigger threat than me when it comes to women. But it's not even about that, right? I want you to understand that, nigga. I'm the one who got the fucking record on it. That's what makes this shit worse. Rue, Russ, Lil Bap, nigga, whatever the fuck you wanna call me at this point. Jarrell, nigga. I'm the one, nigga, who got the record. That's why this shit's worse, man. But guess what? Everybody having that conversation. The victims first. Everybody who was a victim of childhood sexual traumas are having the conversation first. But watch though, by the time this year is over with, you're gonna have the perpetrators also gonna get their ass up here and talk about what they did too. They gonna talk about also what was done to them. And they gonna say, you know what, I thought it was a learned behavior. It was a learned behavior. I ended up doing it to a goddamn child, but I got away with the shit because I got my ass whooped with it. Or, people didn't go further and trying to prosecute me. But yeah, I was 11, I was 10, I was 12, I was 13, and I touched. You got guys like the White Howard son is caught up in some shit like that too. At 13, 14 years old, touching another kid. You're gonna have a bunch of men and women. This is where the space is gonna go to, man. And it's crazy that I'm saying this shit because I tried to speak on it maybe about 2 months ago, maybe a month ago, when I was saying, don't be going around calling folks child molesters and pedophiles, right? Don't go around calling folks rapists. Don't call people that kind of shit who are not that. Because I'm seeing that that's the go-to thing to call a person if you don't like them. If you hate them bad enough, nigga, you can actually get away with calling them some shit that's really fucked up, right? That black people still consider to be the lowest of the lowest shit you can be called in society, right? You calling somebody that shit. Nah, we ain't gonna call nobody that shit because I know how that shit gonna end up. Everybody gonna be called that shit. And you gonna have real pedophiles coming in this motherfucker. We talking about ones who's still engaging in activities right now. They coming in and shit now, nigga. Fucking with people, bro. Unnoticed. Fucking with people. It become now a norm with the LGBTQ community. And now you got niggas trying to normalize pedophilia with that shit. You hearing all these stories about these sexual assault cases, all this sexual harassment from both men and women. Tiffany Haddish, Aries Spears, everything's being revealed, right? Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, right? You name them, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, everybody's coming out. The people you looked up to, politicians, people who have high prestige, coming out as some type of motherfucking sexual deviant, man. I had to experience that shit 25 fucking years ago, dog. Going through that shit. When nobody really going through it but me. When I went to juvenile, my niggas, I was like me and like a few other little niggas in juvenile, and they went in there for the reason why I was in there. They went in juvenile for why I was in that motherfucker. But they went in juveniles. And when they many 12 and 13 year olds in there, bro, it's a few. But for the fact you look at it now, you like, damn, niggas was really, we was really in some type of goddamn jail, bro. I was going through that shit when the shit wasn't so-called cool to go through, right? Now it's starting to become cool to go through it, right? Why I'm saying that? Because everybody's being called that shit. These movements and shit have allowed for these people to be called to be able to come into society and make us normal. Transgenders, all this shit that you consider to be weird, it's about to become normal as fuck, man. I'm not the only nigga who's finna get exposed about this shit. Gonna have some more men on his own who's gonna be exposed like me too. It ain't gonna be me exposing them, cause I don't hate like that, nigga. Like, nigga, I can take my league by myself and keep it pushing. There's gonna be a lot of motherfucking men and women who's about to get exposed for doing some fucked up shit to children, or being caught up in situations where they took the blame for it, or just, hell, got victimized themselves when they was little. Just because you done got older to where you forgot pretty much what you was doing when you was under 12 and shit, right? Doesn't mean that the shit didn't happen to you. You just don't want to think about the shit. And since ain't nobody gonna bring it up, hell, you not gonna volunteer the information, huh? Like I didn't. Y'all can stream me anytime I'm talking, man. Y'all got it. All y'all, anybody can forever. You can forever stream, clip. Now, I don't do no flagging. I'm not on no shit like that at all, man. You guys got it, man. I'm not digging no deeper hole, man. I'm talking about what's about to come, because I see we having a conversation. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. If I'm the nigga who can actually be the one that you nailed to the cross, nigga, I'd be that. But the conversation is going to be had, because this is a problem, man. It was a problem when I was going through it. It was a problem when I was going through it, man. It was a problem when I was going through it. And a few others who was going through that shit when they was young. Times I was going to those meetings and shit, man. It was other black kids, other white kids and shit doing in the same situation. Nah, listen. It's not gonna be put to rest. I can put it to rest. Like, that isn't in my past, right? I done put that shit to rest. The thing is, you guys are not seeing it, so it's gonna still be hot news, bro. It's still hot news, and you guys can have that. I'm not flagging shit. Keep that shit up, man. And everybody see what's up. So now we can understand what we dealing with, who we dealing with, and now the conversation's gonna have to be had now. And guess what? Your boy Ru ain't running no motherfucking way. So, like, the thing is, the coldest part is, do you think Ru's supposed to run? Some shit my dad taught me, man, back in the day, nigga. How not to run, nigga. How to stop giving up on things, right? How to realize that you're gonna be tested. And when you test it, how you gonna stand up when it's time for you to be tested, man? How in the fuck you gonna stand up tall when it's time for your ass to be tested? When it's time for you to really run, and you say, nah, I ain't running no goddamn way. You gotta either jump me, nigga, or do what the fuck you say you gonna do. This shit right here does not faze me the way you guys may think it does, right? You may assume because you don't know who the fuck I am. But I'm telling you, why you think I'll be going through this type of shit and you, not you? It's not something nobody's supposed to be going through. But why the fuck would this shit be on me and not you? Like, I could be out there with you guys looking at somebody else up on this motherfucker, right? But why would it be me going through this shit and not you guys? This shit is lightweight when it comes down to me being exposed and me being clowned and back. It's nothing like that phase me, man. I done been through too much. And a lot of you guys have been through too much to let like shit like this phase you. Now everybody talking. The thing is, are you gonna stop talking or keep talking? Are you gonna have a conversation about, let's see, the 6-year-old, right? The 7-year-old who's being violated right motherfucking now in your family, and hell, probably in my family. Hell, it's the next door neighbor across the street. Or are you gonna acknowledge that part? Or you gonna make this shit about Ru, because now you know about Ru. Yeah, you know about Ru. Ru already, look, Ru done fucked around and did this to everybody. He done made a lot of enemies on his bitch. So now you got what you want from Ru. So now what? When you see Ru ain't going no motherfucking where, now what do you do at that point when you realize Ru ain't going nowhere? And he's still gonna go live, man. Still gonna do his own thing, right? And he's being called the worst of the worst shit. I don't have to call nobody else's name out in the same space who's in the same similar situation I would be in. But the thing is, they might be a little more worse than me because I'm actually not in nothing. I'm actually, nigga, in chill mood right now, right? Chill mode. What I'm saying to you, man, is this. This is what I'm saying to you. Do you not want to have a conversation without arguing and fighting and fussing and beefing? Do we really want to make it about children being violated, man? Because I'm willing to talk about that shit 100% and be sensitive about it because I know exactly what it's about. And you can't discredit me, take over. You can't discredit me, none of you women, by saying, Ru, you too harsh. Well, all right, look at it from my position then. For why I would be so-called harsh, in your opinion. I'm not discrediting anything you're saying. I'm looking at it from, okay, well, I know what folks did to people back when I was coming up, right? I know how motherfuckers didn't give a fuck about you being 10, 11 years old. They didn't, right? Well, goddamn. I know a 12-year-old can be just as fucked up as a 22-year-old. Well, goddamn, that formed you, that shaped you, that molded you to realizing that, hey, well, damn, am I grown, nigga? Or do I need to look at life from a grown lens? Or am I a fucking child, man? Because I guess when you go through it, man, you realize that you're not really a kid. But yeah, I guess if you don't go through it, then you realize how small them kids are. But which one's gonna be? Like I said a few months ago, man, these was kids. I don't know what the fuck I was at 11. Now, what was I at 11 years old? Was I a kid or was I a grown man? What was you at 11 years old, man? Everybody got different experiences and shit like that, right? So I know we all think different, but we also think the same. What was you? What was you considered to be at 11 years old? And then when you guys in a space, when you sitting around saying, all right, why niggas trying to cape for Ru? Why they running interference? This is running interference right here. Hey, you got guys who running interference and shit. You got women running interference. My thing is, don't feel no way about Ru. Don't come around me playing, nigga, when we trying to have a real live ass conversation about sexual childhood, children who are being sexually assaulted, man. Or children who sexually assault other kids, man. I don't want to see no woman in this motherfucker trying to play, argue and shit. We really supposed to be talking about this one person. But the thing is, when I'm hearing people say, okay, we want to talk about Ru. Yeah, you can talk about Ru. Talk about what you see based on what I've been exposed, right? Talk about that. But then, at that moment, then what? Don't make it about Ru. Don't make it about what? Don't make it about Ru now. Ru at 11. Let's talk about Ru from 11 years old, man. Talk about the 6-year-old. Talk about the 5-year-old. Talk about the 8-year-old. The 12, 13. Talk about the children now, in that case, right? And then you can still bang on me, right? Anytime you want to come from me and say, yeah, nigga, we finna get a nigga head because he did do it, right? See, what's gonna be so crazy about this shit is once this shit blow over and I'm still here, a lot of people who have so much to say about me, you still can say what you want to say, but when you think about the nigga was 11, and then you think about your nephews and your sons who are 8, 9, 10 years old right now, who will be 11 eventually, you do not want to go through that shit. Like you didn't want to go through what my mama went through. You do not want to go through that type of shit. To Joe W. I heard what you said, Joe W, about my mother, right? No, my mother didn't view me as a piece of shit. I told my mother that I did it. And my mother never caped for me in that type of way. If I did some fucked up shit, she held my feet to the fire. That's what she did do. She didn't get in front of it. She didn't so-called man me and mule for me. I had to go through that shit. I don't hate my mother for that. I don't hate my father for that shit. So that's the kind of woman she is, right? If you do this shit, bro, you gotta, man, don't come to me to try to save you, man. I can't save you. If it's something like this, I can't save you. And I never held that against her. So it wasn't like she viewed me as a piece of shit. Nah, it was just, look, I'm caught up in some bullshit, man. And I took the goddamn L for it. Now what? Why, Rude? Why would you take that shit? You got 3 children, man. You got 2 sons and a daughter. Ask them, man, in a couple years, why did they do some dumbass shit back when they was 9, 10, 11 years old, man? Ask them. Why? Just say, why did you do? Why? Don't pick and choose what type of whys you want to ask them when they 25, 26, 30 years old, right? If you're still around, right? Don't pick and choose, well, why did you not make up your bed? Why did you skip school that day? Why did you talk back? Why did you leave the house? Run away from the house? Why did you take my car? Don't ask us them type of questions, though. Ask them why they did some shit that can really affect them into their 30s and 40s, man. Ask them that, and let's see what your sons and daughters gonna tell you when they in their 30s, man. What's up, Sincere? What's up, Saida? What's up, VW Boogie? What's up? Now, it'll never blow over. We talking about, when I say blow over, I mean to where it's gonna become dead to talk about me more than talking about the actual situation. We talking about the victims, nigga, and the victimizers, nigga, of children. It can blow over. When I say blow over, I'm talking about, okay, well now, all right, how long we gonna keep talking about Rude doing that shit, being caught up in that shit, getting engaged in that bullshit like that, sitting around people doing shit like that at 11 years old? How long we gonna keep talking about that shit? I would look at myself and say, all right, how long I'm gonna keep going at this motherfucking nigga or this chick who did some shit when she was 10, 11 years old, bro? Like, what live stream I'm gonna have for this motherfucker when if the motherfucker ain't going nowhere, nigga, and the motherfuckers wouldn't have had a conversation? Hell, you can even talk to him about that situation. If you brand new and don't know, and you heard it, you can run up on this nigga. He ain't gonna bite you. He ain't gonna fight you. He ain't finna cuss you out. He gonna let you say what the hell you gotta say. Whatever, good or bad you have to say, the man gonna fucking sit there. I just want you to understand how this shit go, man. What's up, Bon? What's up? Rude sit there and for hours and let all you niggas get off, man. And I do this shit forever because you have the right to swing on a nigga when it comes to this shit, right? And then you'll keep swinging, nigga, until you can't swing no more. And now what? Nigga, you just exposed the worst of the worst shit. Of course, you ain't gonna talk about my other goddamn crimes, man. Now, that'd be something, though, if I hear you guys talking about the burglary of a building and evading arrest and, you know, the assault on a family member and the theft, this and all that. That shit gonna really be funny if you guys gonna talk about that. Because if I had a sex crime or some shit like that going on in my 20s and shit, then you would have no choice but to talk about that one. That would be the one you would be talking about, right? You ain't gonna talk about me evading no arrest, nigga. You ain't gonna talk about me running from the police, bro. After me, you know, we with some people and we hitting a fucking lick and I'm a getaway driver. You ain't gonna talk about that shit, huh? Talk about me being 11 years goddamn old, dog. And the coldest part about that is the fact that I learned. That's the coldest part. I learned from that shit. The anger I had for the people made me realize that I was wrong as fuck. That's just not what you're supposed to do. This is not the game, man. This is not how this shit go down, man. What the fuck am I on? Yeah, dog. Ain't no sympathy for Rude, nigga. Rude ain't never asked no sympathy. Not because I wouldn't want it. It's the fact that I understand that, hey, I'm used to this type of shit because I normally do things by myself, man. That's the beauty of this shit. Is being able to navigate and maneuver through life by your goddamn self. Now to the people, like, let me give you an example, right? To the people who I done fucked over, alright? And yeah, they, you know, this they get back. Other folks, nigga, is really gonna ride off of these people getting me back, right? But like the Elise and Cookie and Sugar and all them folks, so I done fucked over and did dirty, man. Man, I'm not mad with them folks. In the case of the chick Elise, right? Y'all know Elise, right? Y'all remember her from back in the day? Yeah, Elise, yeah. Whatever took place between me and her out to where we cut off communication, and she felt like I fucked her over in the worst way, and she wasn't gonna stop till she got what she wanted from me, man. She got it, man. She got my information. I got her information. She know my people. I know all of her people, right? I'm not gonna do what the hell she gave to Cookie. Cookie know this new stuff, right? I know everything about Cookie. Know where she living right now. Know her phone number. Know her children. Know her ex-husband, baby. I know they by name and shit. I know all that shit. Same thing with Suge. So we talking about this is fair shit. I know Suge name, dad name, mama name, nigga, children name, motherfucking where he's living right now doing them live streams. I can call it the address right fucking now. That nigga phone number, nigga. Not the one he put on the screen, but his real phone number. Call that motherfucker right now, man. So this shit is even. Now, nigga, who's leaving? Now what? So we even. Everything is even. No hatred in your heart. Still don't have to fuck with you. Don't have to fuck with Cookie. Don't have to fuck with that chick Elise. But nigga, it's what's expected. So I hear what you're saying about Rude never thought that we would get his information. Yes, I did. What you mean? Every time Cookie threatened me and say she had it, I knew that she had it and she was looking for it. The same thing with old girl. The same thing with you. I'm like, okay, once they get it, they gonna give it to him. I never felt like, okay, well, I'm so goddamn untouchable, so cold, to where once these niggas find out who I am, bro, dog, I'm gonna have to run from YouTube, nigga, to try to save face. Man, you got the game fucked up. How many other dudes, man, on here do you think got some charges, man? We should have a paperwork party. I mean, eventually it's gonna become a paperwork party. You right about that? So my 11 Yourself Down show would did more protecting of that shit show. Me knowing what I know now, nigga, yeah, go back 25 years, that shit show would have been more protected. Yeah, that's big facts. That's big facts, man. So you're not gonna get no disagreement with me on that one, nigga. That's major facts. That shit show was never supposed to get violated like that. Not at all, man. Not at all. And I feel bad about that shit, man. Been feeling bad about that shit since then, man. Like, that's fucked up what took place with the shit show. Because what if that would happen to me, right? What if somebody was fucking with me like that and I would have been all mentally fucked up? A lot of you guys feel like something happened to me when I was younger. Nah. I maybe was forced in doing certain things and was with people my age, and I probably was forced to kissing and forced to doing shit with a girl 13. I'm 11, 12. I'm forced to do shit like that. But that shit show wasn't supposed to be violated, man. What you want to know about my brother or my father? What you want to know about it? You got the record about my father. Now, my father was a wild motherfucking nigga back in the day. He was an old nigga, as a matter of fact. He was like 40-something years old having me. Old nigga. Went to prison. was on some pimping shit, nigga, street shit, little drug dealing, nigga, you name it, nigga, he was on that shit, dog. Yeah, he was on that. Oh yeah, my daddy was on some shit, nigga, back in the day. And you know what's so crazy about that, man? To all you guys listening, especially you, Sugar, bro. This is what's so crazy about that, nigga. Is that my daddy, he died at the right time. Cause my daddy was fucking with that dope, and he was moving that shit to where we was coming up. And we was teenagers coming up to where I knew that if he was stayed alive, man, we was gonna get caught up in that street shit too, like him, in the dope game, to where it would probably would have fucked up a lot of what we actually had going on. It would have fucked it up, man. It was too many of us coming up, too many hungry young ass wolves coming up, and his ass was a so-called nigga who got it. Ain't no way like he was gonna be the only one who got it by the time we hit 18, 19, 20, and we fucked up financially, and yeah, you getting all this money, man, we running this shit for you, man, sit your ass down, we got it. I think the good Lord, in my opinion, and the good Lord took my dad at the right time. My daddy died at the right time. Man, we ain't gonna leave families out this shit, man, because you know, you got folks who got, you know, who gonna take this shit too far, Bomb Cherry. And I told you, Bomb Cherry, you gotta back up, Bomb, baby. I told you, Bomb Cherry, sweetheart, my loved one, you gotta back up from me, baby. Like, don't do this, man. I know they asked me, you know, can you play the live stream? Yes, you can, but Bomb, you don't have to do all this. Why? Because I know you fuck with me. Like, I know China White. I told both you and China White to just back up, man, and let me go through this shit by myself. Why? Because I know y'all love me. Like, I love y'all. But yeah, this is not your fight, and therefore, I do not want to see people fucking with y'all, man, because y'all fuck with me, because they hate the fact that y'all fuck with me still. So if Cookie have a problem with Bomb or China White fucking with me, well, Cookie used to fuck with me. Black Woman Spirit used to fuck with me. JV Desaline. Everybody was fucking with Rude. Heavy, nigga. So yeah, everybody gonna pick and choose or pick their time when they decide to back up from Rude. When I'm saying some people gonna stay, some people gonna go. In the case of Bomb Cherry and China White, for the sake of what's going on, let me deal with this shit by myself, because when it comes to what they're doing, they only got even when it comes to doxing me, because I've doxed them. China White don't need to be involved in no shit like that, and Bomb Cherry don't need to be involved in no shit like that. Oh, we know you cool. No, we know you cool. We know you cool. We just saying, like, you know how people be playing these games of, these mammies and everybody over there fucking with that nigga and shit. It's like, everybody was fucking with each other, man. So yeah, if I find out some shit about you, I mean, if I fuck with you, I'ma still fuck with you. If I don't, I'm not gonna fuck with you. It's not gonna be no campaign to try to get people to stop fucking with you, because maybe something come out about you that may not be in your favor. It may not make you look too good. Either I'll just stop fucking with you or not. And I'm not gonna be mad with other people who still wanna fuck with you. This nigga Rudemp, man, did a whole lot of fucked up shit to people, bro. He deserved this shit. You goddamn right I do, right? Okay, we got something on this nigga. We gonna get his ass. So what if he was 11, nigga? So what, nigga? So what? And in so many cases, we not really so much caring about the shit show. We'll put that in every now and then, but yet, it's that nigga Rudemp. Nah, nigga, let's have a conversation, man. They was having it on Sugar Panel. They had a conversation on Sugar Panel. The victims come out, man, and eventually the perpetrators come out and tell a story about what you did when you was young, man. And yeah, let's talk about it, because that's what's been taking place in the black community, and I believe that's the reason why a lot of us are cursed. That's why black folks can't get this shit right, because we have been covering up that type of shit and not want to speak on that part in the society that we in, bro. Now this is the actual exposed culture. Social media, dog. We all share a similar goddamn past when it comes to growing up in the black household, the black experience, doing what black people did, listening to the same type of music, eating food and all that, right? So, nigga, what I'm saying, and some fuck shit that took place too. Drug dealing, drug using, alcohol, nigga, domestic violence, dog, high school dropouts, nigga, motherfucking niggas living in poverty, baby suffering. So we shared that shit too. But in the case of what's going on with me, that right there, what happened to that 6-year-old, that happens to a lot of kids, man. What happened to that 6-year-old, man? Happens to a lot of black kids, bro, all over the country. Today, even today, it's a 6-year-old, 7-year-old right now being fucked with right now, man. By some grown person or somebody around about the age, fucking with some kid right now, bro. This shit been going on like as if that is some form of initiation in the black community. If you don't going through a gang and you get beat up, you get jumped into the gang, if you're not playing some type of sports, football and basketball and shit coming up, it's like somebody getting molested. If you ain't going to jail, nigga, a juvenile or jail, you get molested. Sugar Bomb. 25 years ago, I was 11. No, the part I'm making is that the conversation can be had if y'all want to. Come clean, right? All right? Me being doxed, not so-called doxed, me being exposed, that's coming clean. You guys want me to come out and say what you want me to say? No, you got that. You guys are not stupid. So therefore, I guess you're looking at what you want to look at and you seeing it. So therefore, there's no need for me. You don't need nothing from me, right, at this point. So whatever I want to tell you, right? Let's say if I want to tell you some shit that don't make sense, you got everything you need to know, right? So I understand how this game goes to where folks can have the proof and the evidence in front of them, but they need a voice. I guess if you working undercover and doing police work, I need a confession. Like we're in an interrogation room. And I want to say this to Cookie and Suge, right? You saw the FBI number up under my daddy and also up under mine. So you can clearly see that they ain't got nothing to do with nobody being a confidential informant. And I'm sure if you look up anybody else's record, it's gonna have the same number. If you got anybody who's dealing with crimes and shit, the same number. So my daddy wasn't no snitch, I wasn't no snitch. That's what you saying, right? You got a lot of children being violated, a lot of children being touched on, a lot of children being molested, sexually assaulted, right? Either victims or the perpetrators, right? They engaging in this type of behavior. and it never was reported. No one ever know about the shit. So in the case with me and maybe a few other people, the shit get reported, and you gotta pay for that. Okay, so the people who actually been through it and folks never paid for it, do you guys want to come out? The people, the men and women who've done it to children. We talking about when you was a kid. Of course, I don't expect for you to admit anything if you was in your 20s and shit fucking with a kid. We talking about if you 12, 10, 11, 12 messing with a 8, 9, 10 year old, right? We talking about if you was ever in one of them positions, right? And you was the one who was actually the aggressor. You was the victimizer. I guess eventually you got to come out clean about that, right? Or keep that to you till you die. I'm listening to Faith, man. Hold on. Shout out to Faith Factor. Shout out to Faith Factor, man. Alright? She alright with me, man. She good people. Yeah, I agree. Richard, that title is a good question. This is why I said this whole situation just wasn't good to talk about in this space. Yeah, people are more concerned about not liking you than the shit show. That's true. But I'm speaking of Faith, right? I'm listening to Faith, and that's when I hopped on the panel, and Faith was just pretty much writing down, you know, the time that she done came over here, and she's watching right now as we speak. But the time she done came over here, the time she done supported me, the time she done cashed at me and all that good stuff, right? The times I done flirted with her and talked my little shit to her. And not just her, but every woman that come over here, nigga, I talk slick to, right? And she's putting me in this position of women enabling me and women getting caught up with my charm and caught up with me talking slick to them the way that they want a nigga to talk to them in certain ways, right? And she would use the term virtually dick whipping or virtually dicking women down and shit, right? Now, I have no issue with Faith using that term, man, but if we talking about who is being either sexually aggressive or using terms that makes somebody feel uncomfortable and shit, then, you know, when you describing what it was, it's gonna be sexual, and you're gonna go into detail like as if you fantasizing about the shit, right? Like virtually dicking women down over here and shit, and other women go along with it. Rue is a sexual deviant. He's aggressive. Rue be coming at you. He hit. That nigga hit. You can tell he gonna hit, nigga. If he hit the pussy, bro, you know Rue gonna hit the pussy for real, right? That type of shit. When I talk freaky to women over here, nigga, when I talk sexy to women, I understand, dog, that everybody's not talking to you like this, man. Niggas calling me rapist swag and shit. Niggas like Mr. Jap because he wanted to talk to China White the same way he saw me talking to China White. He liked China White. And he ain't like the way I was talking to China White, and he wanted to do the same thing. Niggas like David Johnson, who do the same exact things that he see me doing, right? But they can run with this, oh, Rue, you that, I'm gonna put you out there, right? And you gonna always be the sacrificial now, but I'm gonna do exactly what the fuck you doing, and even worse. Niggas like Apex 3900. Telling these women, nigga, he'll fuck them, throw fuck them, kick them down the fire stairs and all those shit, right? I mean, we can name them, bro. Like these niggas who actually violate. Niggas like Educated Aries, who violated the fuck out of Trinity back in 2020. I've never said that shit before, man, to no woman. We talking about the shit become so sexual in the space amongst men and women to where how in the fuck you think you gonna point out me being sexual and not everybody else? And even Takeover had to acknowledge that, you know, Rue don't be starting that shit, nigga. Rue don't be coming at every woman with no shit like that. He come at the women who really be on that, bro. But then you got other niggas and other people take that shit to the fucking extreme. It's easy to call Rue the sexual deviant, the predator. Alright, well call me that, nigga. Now what? So now when you call me that and you can't call me that kind of shit no more, what about the motherfuckers who now is doing some shit that's really egregious and yet you may not know who the fuck they are, right? Or they don't do panels and shit. They don't talk their shit on a live stream. What about that motherfucker that though, right? It's still gonna be Rue, or it's gonna be damn near everybody in the fucking space. When everybody's being called pedophiles and shit, and child molesters and shit, when them niggas get mad at you, okay, well y'all can call Rue the shit. Alright, Rue's the pedophile, right? Rue committed an act on a child when he was 11. This is what y'all saying, right? According to the report. He was 11, the child was 6. So he's the pedophile. He's the documented pedophile. Alright, what about when you call somebody who's not that a pedophile? Will you just leave that on me? Well, why not leave that on, I mean, who else in the space, man, is considered to be pedophile? Hardcore Tito and all that? Who else is in the space considered to be some type of goddamn sexual predator, a pervert, right? But for some reason, you don't leave it on them guys. Or you won't leave it on me. You gonna start calling everybody else who you don't like the shit you calling me today. How does that make any motherfucking sense, bro? Let me know something. You got women calling other women pedophiles in the space. Women telling other women, quit sucking off little boys in the space, bro. You got women telling other women, why you molested your son? You got women calling other men who are not pedophiles, rapists. Everybody get that goddamn title. Why? Because you don't like them, right? I'm seeing Ashley Potential dumbass. He calling Educated Aries a motherfucking rapist swag. So hold on, man. So you telling me, man? Hold on, man. I thought that was my name. Hey, listen. I thought that was, like, that moniker was for me. I thought I was with the rapist swag. Hold on, Ashley Potential. So now Educated Aries got rapist swag? I'm fucked up, man. Hold on, man. I need to give me a drink of water on this one, bro. Because now, you telling me now, Educated Aries? Who else got rapist swag in this motherfucking name? I thought that was my name. Hold on, man. Hold on. I'm fucked up about that. So you ain't gonna call Rue that no more, because nigga, the Rue exposed, huh? So now Educated Aries, huh? Educated Titties. Motherfucking, baked potato headed ass nigga, right? He got rapist swag, huh? Yeah, just like Rue, huh? He the only one nigga act like me? I'm confused. Nobody else in the manosphere nigga worse than me? I'm confused, dog. Like, nobody else in the conscious community nigga worse than me, bro? I'm confused, dog, cause like, everybody else got these so-called charges, nigga, polite. Brother Polite, all that fucking with 14-year-olds, right? Who else, man? Glenn and Cameron. Fucking with young girls and shit, right? This is what they saying. Hebrew Israelite niggas fucking with them goddamn 9-year-olds. This is what they say they want, a 9-year-old. Or you can get you a 9-year-old. Niggas like Ringo talking about how a girl when she hit 10 and get her first menstrual cycle, you can fuck her. Hold on, time out, dog. Time to fuck out, man, cause I'm confused like a motherfucker now, nigga. I'm confused like a motherfucker now, man. Let me drop this link, dog. Let me drop this link, man. Like I said, your boy Rue here, nigga. You gotta come harder than that, man. That was y'all best punch, bro. Expose me was y'all best punch, and now you ain't gonna be able to expose shit else, man. Come on with this shit, bro. Respectfully, nigga. I got the link, man. Anybody wanna come up here and talk, nigga? Feel free. Feel motherfucking me free, man. Let me say this though, right? Cause I'm listening to what JV with me and JV had an interaction on Sugar Panel. And JV, you know, she do what JV do, man. I ain't got no issue with JV, but you know, she was gonna try to talk to a nigga and wasn't gonna let me really respond because she know what I was gonna get. Now, when she came up on the panel, the first thing she acknowledged was that I've been very sexual to women, sexualizing women, all that type of shit, right? I never sexualized her. Like, I never came at JV in a disrespectful way or whatever it may be, right? Like, I never talked under her clothes or told her what I want to do to her, and you know, she look good, you sexy, that motherfucker. And that's what and that's the reason why me and her fell out. She went at China White, and I ended up I didn't like that. And I kind of gave her an example. I said, what if I was going at Kaz Light, man? You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't like me doing that. All of 2020, JV stayed on my panel, bro. Damn near all of 2020, you guys saw JV as a regular over here, bro. This is after what I said, and JV said she was in a chat, bro. She was in here when I said what I said to Cookie, dog. So you was on my panel and shit, which I don't have a problem, but what the fuck is that? Look, you say you didn't mind me calling women bitches and all that, but sexualize it when I was doing that shit in front of you. And you know what's so cold about it, man? I called myself trying to do something noble, but it was fucked up, man. By me even speaking on Taz's daughter. I had no reason to speak on Taz's daughter. The reason I spoke on Taz's daughter was because Taz was fucking with JV talking about her vagina, bro. That's it. I didn't like that shit, because JV had became a part of what I had going on. Like, I had few people watching. She would always hit my link and always come through. And I'm like, all right, what's up? Everybody know JV would come through and chill with Rue, dog. And I didn't like how Taz was speaking on some shit that Nala told him. And he was gonna make jokes about the shit. So I just got the nigga off of her by saying, well, nigga, what about your daughter right here, nigga? I had no reason to go with that man's daughter. And I told all the women over here to leave me the fuck alone, man. Don't support me. Don't rock with me on this shit. I'm about to do some shit that y'all not gonna like. And even when I did it, nigga, JV still stayed around me, dog. She didn't want me to get that part out. Can I say something? Hold on. You gotta talk. Let me see the volume up. Go ahead. But it's not us banging on JV. I just wanted to point that point out about, like, you coming in, you playing that fake shit. You ain't got to do all that, man. Folks still fuck with you. Like, people gonna rock with you. Cookie rock with you. You ain't got to pretend like you give a fuck about things and then people see what you're doing and we like, well, damn, what the fuck is this about? That's all. Okay, let me say this. Please. Go ahead. Let me talk. You got the game fucked up, bitch. If you actually believe I'm not gonna ride with my friend for y'all snapping through regular ass motherfuckers, are you fucking okay? Y'all motherfuckers playing each other's face. Y'all lie to each other. Y'all flip-flop like a motherfucker. And y'all don't never admit shit. And then you want me, however I deal with Rue, however I deal with it. I stand 10 toes down on that shit, bitch. I don't give a fuck who got a problem with it. None of you motherfuckers paying my goddamn bills. None of you motherfuckers is fucking me, bitch. And then, let me say something to you, Faith. Faith, I never tried you. Never tried you. I don't step on none of you hoes. When y'all do those messy ass content, yes, I come around because the shit is messy and I like it. But when you incorporate me in your content and I never tried you like that, I don't step on your toes, you cross the fucking line, Faith, because we could have had a conversation and we already did on GMT channel, but you took your ass to your channel and then you brought me up. Faith, the reason why I didn't drag that midget motherfucker, your man, was because I had respect for you. But you ain't gonna motherfucking try me on here like you try everybody else, Faith. You already know I don't play like that. I don't play in y'all motherfucking hoes face. I don't come y'all motherfucking chat on no bullshit. If I come in, I drop a motherfucking cash out. Or I hit the super chat. I don't fuck with you hoes. Cause of this bullshit like that. Faith, if you had an issue with me, all you gotta do is say, China, I wanna talk to you. But a lot of you hoes ain't no real bitches. So you mad at me? Cause I said 10 toes down, bitch? Then have that motherfucking issue, bitch. Cause you gon' have an issue with me. I don't give a fuck about none of you raggedy ass niggas, criminal felons, scam artists, bitch, motherfucking hoes putting guns to niggas' heads, charges and all that shit. All you motherfucking niggas. Then you got rats in the goddamn space, whole motherfucking rats. And then you got a nerve to try to point blame at me for how the way I deal with Rue. Man, you got the game fucked up. And I don't give a fuck what you say. You don't have a problem with me. And let me tell you something, Reg. Let me tell you something, nigga. Clean your motherfucking dirty kitchen. Don't mention my name, pussy ass nigga. And anybody on that panel mention me, nigga, and you don't straighten that shit, I'm gonna drag your motherfucking ass, you crib keeping ass bitch. That dirty ass fucking kitchen. You talking about the beef sector. Nigga, you get content on Rue 3 days. Talking about he in the beef sector. Nigga, you know you want the motherfucking views. Don't be a motherfucking hypocrite. I'm tired of you niggas. Y'all fucking hypocrites around this bitch. Then wanna point fingers at motherfuckers. Then Red talking about the beef sector is worse. No, nigga, the manosphere just as worse. Cause them motherfuckers dogs too. Then you wanna ask me why I got on the panel? Cause nigga, I question you. I asked you a direct question, nigga.
and you know you can't answer it, and a lot of you hoes get in your feelings when I ask a motherfucking question. You gon' get in your motherfucking feelings, bitch. Cause I know what to ask. Don't motherfucking try me. You over there doing content, and you know that shit is and a fucking messy ass segment, bitch. You gon' get that work too, nigga. And it's coming from me. I can't stand these niggas. Let me let you have this. I'm getting a call.
Nah, you got it, man. My thing is, this is my thing, man. All right, y'all niggas know, and you know it's the reason why. Now the thing with me and Cookie was, it was just like, okay, well, I guess we just here now. This is what we got to do. That shit sound fucked up, but yeah, I didn't like when she withdrew her support back 2007 and 2019, right? Because everything was always good between me and her from 2018, 19. So, like, yeah, the comments I made about the white guy messing with them young girls and stuff, I was very fucked up and very insensitive to the women and the girls, man, who was being violated by that white boy. I made it about everything except for what the fuck he was doing to him and how he was coercing them and forcing them to do certain things that they shouldn't be doing, man. And I understood exactly why Cookie withdrew, but I just didn't like it. So I want her to get that. Now she know I just didn't like it, and I just swung on her ass, man, on something. All right, man, here you go, man. Let me swing one time because you know, that she got me fucked up on something. You know, like she ain't cool with me no more, man. What the fuck is that about? Like, come on, man, over what I said. You know, I thought me and her was better than that, bro. So what happened was, I just used that against her, and then we went from there.
I can't stand you niggas.
I've heard about men meeting up with women over here playing BDSM games and raping them, dog.
And then I want to say this too. Faith, how the fuck you gonna try to drag bomb? How you gonna drag bomb? You can't get mad at nobody because nobody don't view your talking points or agree with you. See, there you go with the messy shit. There you go being motherfucking messy. You can't drag bomb because bomb on side with you. Y'all motherfuckers got the game fucked up. People do what the fuck they want to do around here. So, Faith, the reason why I didn't drag your nigga, because on the strength of you. But Faith, if you or your man crank up a live stream and mention me, I'm dragging you and him. Fuck you and fuck that little short ass midget. Cause I'm not gonna play these games with you or your motherfucking man. You using this to get back with your motherfucking man because y'all broke up.
Now let me say this to you, China. Now let me say
this to you. Hold on, wait. Talk about whatever the fuck his name is was right. He's vindicated. Don't nobody know that nigga Faith. You the only one know him. Nobody likes him either. That nigga 2 people in his chat. And because on the strength of you people be over there. And you wanna talk about, oh, he's vindicated. He's vindicated. Girl, fuck that man and fuck you too, Faith. You tried me. You tried me. And you ain't gonna come for bomb. You come for bomb, bitch. You gonna come for me too, bitch. Like, why the fuck y'all think bomb don't got an army? Are y'all fucking crazy? You got the game fucked up, bitch.
Now, they ain't gonna wanna come for bomb like that, man. Now, they ain't gonna come for bomb
like you, Faith. Faith, you ain't criminal. You ain't fucking criminal, Faith. Why should I support you and you beat up your fucking daughter? But I put that behind. I say, okay, she whooped the daughter ass, she whooped the daughter ass. Fuck that shit. I super chat the bitch.
Let me
but then you wanna go at bomb? But you out here beating up your motherfucking kids, Faith. Let's be real. Like, let's be real around this shit. I'm just saying.
Now let me say this real fast, right? To be fair, right? Last night when I spoke on Faith's panel, her and her man was very respectful to me. All right, I'm gonna say that for the record. They actually heard what I had to say, and they let me say what I had to say, right? D the real also, right? So I'm just being fair to that, China. So I mean, you got your issue with her. I just want to let her know that Faith, I appreciate also you, even though China got an issue, and also, you know, I'm not feeling too good about you.
Oh, no, she don't like you.
No. Let me say what I'm saying, right? I know Faith. No. Listen.
She does not like you. Rude. The lady don't like you. She don't fucking like you. Stop
Let me say what I'm saying. I know.
Don't do that.
All right, listen. How about you listen, goddamn? Listen for a second. Hold up. I know Faith don't fuck with me like that, bro. I know she don't like how I came with her man. I'm just giving the courtesy of saying I appreciate Faith how you and your man treated me when I came up on the panel. That doesn't mean I fuck with y'all like that. But I will say last night you guys were very respectful and showed hospitality. Now, would that stop me from going at you in the future? I mean, it depends on if we have an issue. But China White, she feels some type of way about you now, so she's getting off.
I don't like nobody playing in nobody's face. Like, Faith, you do too much of the flip-flopping around this bitch. You a fucking flip-flopper. You a flip-flopper. You do content wherever the wind fucking blows. Okay? And the only reason why I was over there because you messy as fuck. Let me just be honest. But don't incorporate me in your motherfucking content. That go for you and your motherfucking man. We don't have no issue. But if I hear my motherfucking name, we gonna have a motherfucking problem. Point blank period. Cause I see you playing in faces. I see you calling bomb out. Bomb ain't fuck with you. I didn't fuck with you. But you seem to don't like because I'm not siding with you. Now you got a motherfucking problem with me and bomb. How about this bitch? Fuck you, bitch. I do whatever the fuck I wanna do. And right here, Echo, you gotta mute up.
Okay, let me get this. Alright, go ahead.
You can have a problem with me, Faith. I never disrespect you. You are your weird ass fucking nigga. That nigga weird as fuck. And he put words in people's mouth. That's why nobody fuck with him. You act like commendable K, like people listen to him. Girl, don't nobody listen to that fucking weird ass nigga. You do. You put that dick on a pedestal. Don't nobody else. People like you, bitch, they don't like him. So don't talk about me, bitch. And you talk about Bob, bitch, you got a problem with me too. Cause you messy as fuck. And you want this motherfucking work. I know know you do. Because you could have hit the link and say, China White, I don't agree with this. And we had a conversation. I didn't even drag the fuck out of you. I hit the link and talked to you like a woman. But you ran your motherfucking ass to your dry ass motherfucking channel to be messy as fuck. You incorporate content around me, babe. I'm going to incorporate content around you, bitch. You're the one, the criminal, bitch. Not me. I'm not a felon. Babe, so let's get that shit right. That's messy as fuck what you just did. You can't get mad because people siding who they want to side with. A lot of you niggas don't have a motherfucking issue. All you motherfucking scammers, dope fiends, crackheads, losers, prostitutes, all you motherfuckers. What's good? Like y'all hands are clean. You whole motherfucking felons out this bitch. Got a nerve to try to demonize somebody when they was a fucking child. But you out here still committing crimes in your motherfucking 40s and 50s. You got a game fucked up, bitch. Come to Miami and talk that shit. Yeah, whoop your motherfucking ass. You weird ass fucking niggas. I don't fuck with you niggas. And don't play in my motherfucking face. My face. Face. Don't play in my face. I don't like that shit. I don't step on your toes. Don't step on mine. Don't mention me either. And that's the only warning sign I'm gonna give you, Faith. Point blank period. I'm dragging you and your motherfucking man. And that's it. And that's it. You bring Bomb up, I'm gonna drag the shit out of you. Cause Bomb ain't say shit about you. Especially when you whoop your daughter ass. Y'all out here committing crimes in your motherfucking 50s and 40s. You wanna demonize somebody when they was 11 fucking years old. And you got the game fucked up. You old ass fucking criminals.
Cause I knew. That's the reason why. If I look at it from this China White, I knew that the situation I got myself into back when I was a kid, man. I knew that if anybody had my information, that was gonna come up. All that old, this juvenile shit, it's sealed and all that. I knew that if you dug deep enough, you was gonna find that part. So that's the reason why I was like, okay, well, don't nobody got my information, because if you have my information, you at least know that.
It's neither here or fucking there. It doesn't matter. That don't matter.
It don't matter.
The only thing that matters, and you got this is my thing. You know what I mean? Cause I don't give a fuck what you niggas do. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who y'all fuck. I don't give a fuck if y'all get your passport and fly. I don't give a fuck if you hoes start divesting with fucking white men. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if y'all are criminals. I don't give a fuck y'all stealing. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. What I care about is when you try to be a hypocrite and then try to bring my motherfucking name up. How the fuck can you fix your fucking mouth and be a fucking hypocrite? That's my problem. I have that problem. Cause I'll sit back and look, I'll be like, oh no. I don't know, how the fuck you gonna fucking call somebody out? Bitch, and you got fucking gun charges, and you got fucking this and that and this and that on your fucking record, and you supposed to be a known fucking felon. You a known fucking felon, bitch, you can't say shit. And you got bitches on fucking panels that talked about molestation on other people. Cookie, you talked about Rue molesting his fucking daughter. When JB gonna check you on that shit? JB says you wanna check some fucking body, you ugly ass bitch. And bitch, stop doing surgery on your face, bitch, you look fucked up. So you trying to group up, y'all trying to group up as a team. Rue did this, Rue did that, yes he did it. He owned it, and what? Bitch can't kill you when you own your shit. Now what? Bunch of fucking scammers around this bitch, felons, ugly ass bitches wearing fucking masks and capes. Wanna sit around here like they so professional. JB, you're not fucking professional. All you wanna have your dick clicked in your fucking pictures, bitch. Bitch over here looking ugly as fuck. Got the nerve to act like she's so I'm so professional. I'm professional, but I only get inside drama when I need to. When I have a backbone. Bitch, you don't have a motherfucking backbone, bitch. Take your ass over there, your dried up motherfucking channel, bitch. And start a live stream, Aaron Cookie the fuck out, bitch. You ain't gonna do it, bitch. Cause she got too much on you, pussy asshole. You know she do. Cookie sitting on receipts on your asshole. You and motherfucking Cass lied to her. Cause she already said, y'all ain't had no motherfucking receipts. Bitch, I heard the audio of Cookie saying y'all ain't had no fucking receipts, bitch. Now you up acting like you mad at Rue. Bringing shit up, bitch. Air that shit out, hoe. How you, Cookie, I don't agree with you talking about Rue. Cookie gonna curse your ass out, bitch. She gonna curse your ass out, bitch, and she gonna drag the fuck out of you, bitch. I know how Cookie roll. She with the shit.
I see what you look like, man.
Everybody's calling everybody out. Let's just be real here. I own mine. Are y'all gonna own y'all? No. Are you gonna call people out who you are now friends with? You already fucking know your girl don't run with a team. Your girl fight 10 motherfucking hyenas in any day. Any motherfucking day I take y'all hoes out one by fucking one. Bitch, pile the fuck up, bitch, dog. You gotta pile up on me, bitch. And you got the game fucked up, fucking with a bitch like me. Come on now, stop playing with me. Y'all goddamn felons. I do what the fuck I wanna do. And who gonna check me? I'm waiting for a bitch to check me. Hold on, I'm waiting for And I stay strapped. My motherfucking knee to stay on my motherfucking thigh. Try me.
It's we gonna get on Rue ass, nigga. We on Rue motherfucking ass, alright? So y'all on me. So yeah, man, it's like this, right? This is how it is, man. It's how it is, man. Alright, go ahead. I'll talk to you. Shout out to Bomb Cherry. You know I told Bomb Cherry she gotta back up. She gotta back up from Rue on this one, dog. Back up from me, cause I don't want nobody, messing with her. Cause I'm gonna be really mad though. But I do wanna always promote her channel. But y'all know that's what, that's my home. Bomb Cherry panel. Her panel, that's my home, bro. Like she protecting me and shit. Like she is caping for me. Like she is getting away of me. I mean, taking his ass whooping. So nah. What I'm saying, that's my people. Now Cookie gonna be alright, dog. Cookie gonna be alright. Sugar gonna be alright. They gonna be alright, man. I don't want y'all to think I got any hard feelings towards them at all. Alright? I don't think that, not at all. I don't have an issue with it, nigga. I still respect you, nigga. I still got love for you if I ever had love for you. So shout out to even Reg the bad guy. But we gonna have to have a conversation though. I think now it's the time to have it. I think now, nigga, you use my name and use what I done been through as a way to actually address this real issue. And I don't run off and go nowhere. I'm still here to stay. But my thing is, you guys can have a conversation. So now we need to talk about child sexual assault victims and victimizers. The psyche of the victimizer, the actual, what the victim is going through, the traumatizing effects that it leaves on the actual victim of that. Yo.
What's up?
What's up, how you doing?
I'm doing good. So I just heard you came clean. And from what I understand, you said that you took the fall for somebody else.
Yeah, I did. And I came clean when it comes to me admitting that did apply to me, the whole aggravated sexual assault. It was how I was actually 11. It happened in 97, and what happened was that whole June of 1998, that's when I started me being on probation. Well, a little jail time, right? Like a little jail time, and I did the rest on probation. So I never did, so people who said I did 42 months in jail, I didn't do 42 months in juvenile or no type of reform school. It was the probation after like that first 2 weeks of me being, it was almost 2 weeks, excuse me. That after that first month of me dealing with the jail shit, I came right on out when the judge released me to my mother and my grandmother, and my daddy was there, and I was on probation. Now if I didn't have nobody who she can release me to, then I guess I would have did that little time in juvenile and probably would have went to some type of reform school. Yeah, so from there, I just went on and yeah, so that applied to me.
Alright, so my question for you is, since we're talking about the victims,
okay,
is it possible for you, because you want to clear your name, is it possible for you to bring the victim, interview the victim, and she could explain that you didn't violate her and it was somebody else who you were taking the fall for, and and how both parties were impacted by whatever happened that day?
I mean, I haven't spoke to the victim. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, I can try to look through like Facebook, or I haven't spoke to the victim. The victim should be like around 30, 31 years old now. So I haven't spoke to that person. So I don't know. I can't guarantee that. That would be nice. But it's still, I don't know if would that change the opinions of people. But if not, I understand. But yeah, if I ever run into the victim, I would definitely, ask them, could they do me a favor? Do me a solid.
Alright, that's pretty much all I wanted to ask you. I guess you take care and do what you gotta do, man.
I appreciate you, Troll. Shout out to Grandmaster Troll, man. Shout out to the Troll. Alright, man, I'm out, dog. Y'all take it easy, man. Take it easy.